Welcome to Fun Uber Games. We're going to do a history lesson on how the scratch-off ticket got started and by whom. So John Koza graduated college in 1972 and he earned his PhD from the University of Michigan. And that same year, he got laid off from the company he was working for, the company J&H International. That company made something similar to scratch-offs where people would get these free cards when they went to grocery stores and gas stations, and the cards would reveal maybe winning money or winning a product like a free drink or a discount. It was similar to a coupon. And John's job at J&H was to make sure there were enough winning and losing tickets in each batch. So also, John noticed that during this time, state lotteries were getting really, really popular. And he thought it would be even better to have an instant game because all the state lotteries were you pick numbers and then wait maybe a day, 2 days, a week to find out if you won or not, where he thought instant would be even better. So John had the math knowledge. He had to find someone to help him on a retail side. So John found Dan Bauer, who also worked with him at J&H. And together they started a company in 1973. And that company was called Scientific Games. And they were based in Atlanta, Georgia. And their really focus was to grow this instant lottery ticket. So they went from state to state trying to convince the lotto commissioners to take on these tickets and sell them in their states. Finally, they found a state, the state of Massachusetts, to get these tickets and sell them in the stores. And I think the big reason was the head of the Lotto Commission, William Perrault, also graduated from University of Michigan like John. So that connection, I think, helped. But anyways, William agreed, and he bought 25 million cards for Massachusetts. And of course, as most companies, they ran into problems because they had to transport the tickets from Georgia to Massachusetts, which created issues because it was across state lines, and they had to convince the accountants and regulators that this was okay, and they were able to finally do that. And another thing they ran into was that it was felt that the tickets could be easily counterfeited. So they had to create a special thing on top of the ticket where they would have to scratch it off, and it would be hard for someone to recreate that. So they were able to create a special recipe, if you will, a silicone on top of the card that would be scratched off with a coin. So they finally able to get everything moving forward, and the first game was the instant game, a top prize of $10,000. They also had monthly $100,000 winning as well. So in 1974, Massachusetts sold in 1 week $3 million of scratch-offs, $2.7 million of scratch-offs, and the pick six lotto was they sold roughly $1 million a week in the pick six. So just right in the first week, it tripled. The instant game tripled what the regular game has been doing. It's pretty amazing because usually when you start a company it takes time, but right off the bat it was popular. So in the first year, the revenue was $1.1 million for these guys. That's a great first year. And then that grew to $15 million. In just 2 years, it grew to $15 million, 15 times. In 1981, they sold the company to Bally Manufacturing. And generally when you start a company, there's two main exit strategies, either selling to a larger company or selling it publicly, like IPO and selling it on the stock market. Those are the two main exit strategies because usually you have certain restraints when you're a startup and you can only grow so much within your resources. So they sold to Valley Manufacturing. Not sure how much these guys received, but they did stay on as employees, it looks like. And in just 1985 alone, California ordered $700 million scratch-off tickets, and these guys sold it for 2 cents per ticket. That was their fee. So $14 million just in that state alone. And if you wanted to see what John looks like, this is a picture of John. And he's not working at the company anymore. He left. He was a professor 15 years at Stanford University. So this guy's pretty accomplished and pretty amazing life already. And I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like it, comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you aren't. Thanks for watching.